Billy Abbott faces danger. Will his new beginning be defeated? Billy Abbott has always been known as an ambitious man, always looking to regain power and control in the battle for power. After going through many storms and losses on many occasions, Billy feels that he can finally regain the initiative, especially when he finds a way to repurpose Chancellor Industries, a big goal that he has been pursuing for a long time. However, a harsh truth awaits him ahead, and this time, the person behind this game is none other than Aristotle Dumas, a character with a complicated relationship with the Newman family, and especially with Victor Newman. Aristotle Dumas, the mysterious leader. Aristotle Dumas is a mysterious man, who has an unclear relationship with Victor Newman and his family. A man with complex relationships in the business world, Dumas knows how to find opportunities and benefits in every situation. Recently, Dumas contacted Billy Abbott, inviting him to join a plan that, according to Dumas, could help Billy regain control of Chancellor Industries. Dumas's proposal immediately appealed to Billy. Reclaiming Chancellor would not only help Billy regain power, but also anger Victor Newman, something Billy had long desired. With all the performance and determination, Billy began to see a bigger opportunity in his eyes. This was the chance he had been waiting for all these years, a chance to not use Chancellor again, but also to prove that he could defeat the strongest man in Genoa City, Victor Newman. Victor Newman, the crucial link in the game of power. However, Victor Newman is an opponent that everyone must be cautious of. Although it is unclear what Billy and Aristotle are planning, Victor does not sit still when he receives a report from Michael Baldwin, one of Victor's longtime friends. Through his connections in the business world, Victor is ready to realize that Billy is secretly discussing with Aristotle Dumas the possibility of reusing the Chancellor. This is a risky move for Billy to make, and Victor quickly realizes that there may be a hidden plot behind it. Victor knows that Billy will not let this opportunity pass, but letting Billy use the Chancellor will weaken the Newman family's position in the business world. Furthermore, Victor knows that Billy and Aristotle are not just teaming up to regain control of the business, but may have a deeper goal, one that not only ensures Victor's power but also the honor and reputation of the Newman family. Billy and his determination. Billy, though not someone who can be easily manipulated, is now faced with a difficult unit. Can he really trust Aristotle's offer? Will this alliance help Billy win back the Prime Minister? Or will it be a trap that Aristotle has arranged to put him in the hands of his enemies? Billy knows that by cooperating with Dumas, he is not only playing with the power of one of the most powerful men in the business, but also may lose everything he has worked hard to build over the years. As Billy gradually feels the book from Dumas's offer, he cannot help but worry about the risks. Aristotle Dumas is a man with a secret relationship hidden in the Newman family, and may be hiding in further targets that Billy could not overcome before. Billy must decide whether he can put his trust in someone like Aristotle, or whether he will become a pawn in someone else's power game. Secret plans and dangers for Billy. Dumas is not one to be easily turned, and Billy starting to trust him could be a big mistake. Although Billy is more confident than ever, a dangerous move by Dumas could cause everything Billy has built to come crashing down. As he ventures into this game, Billy will face many challenges he never thought possible. Victor, with his strong intelligence connections, will not let Billy get away with his plans without a strong fight. This could lead to a conflict not only between Billy and Victor, but could have far-reaching consequences for the Newman family and Genoa City as a whole. Can Billy win this battle, or will he be trapped by a perfect plan from Aristotle Dumas? With all that is happening, this struggle could lead Billy to face difficult decisions, where every choice could lead to loss. A victory for Billy could bring him control of the Chancellor, but is that a price worth paying when facing a dangerous enemy like Victor Newman? Billy's wisdom and determination will be tested, and only time will tell if he can win this power game. Victor Newman sets the trap. Can Billy Abbott escape the plot of Genoa City's mightiest? In the world of intrigue and power struggles on The Young and the Restless, few can compare to Victor Newman, a man known for his sharp wit, brilliant strategic skills, and bottomless greed. One of the biggest battles he fought was with Billy Abbott, especially when Billy first took back control of Chancellor Industries. A decision that Victor has never forgotten, and, as the episodes unfold, it's clear that he won't let Billy off the hook. Victor has been keeping a close eye on Billy, especially considering that Billy has not yet gotten over losing Chancellor. Perhaps he even thinks that Billy still harbors deep feelings of hatred, wanting to regain power and destroy what belongs to the Newman family. This is an assumption that could be extremely advantageous for Victor, because if he can rely on this hatred, he will easily manipulate Billy, and in such situations, he can plot to make it impossible for Billy to win. Victor Newman creates a dirty game. Will Billy be fooled? As a pawn in Victor's power game, Billy Abbott may not realize that an elaborate plan is being deployed, and the ultimate goal is to make Billy fall into a trap that Victor has prepared. From April 14th to 18th, the signals indicate that Victor will carry out a dirty game, a plot that will not be easily recognized. This could cause an event that completely changes the face of the confrontation between Billy and Victor. Michael Baldwin, Victor's longtime friend and right-hand man in many conspiracies, may once again be assigned an important mission. Michael has been involved in many of Victor's strategic plans, and now, once again, he will be a valuable supporter in carrying out another elaborate plot. Whether Victor's plan succeeds or not, what is important is that his strategy will not only aim to take down Billy, but also affect other rivals in the fight for economic control of Genoa City, especially protecting the family relationships that Victor always values. And as things stand, it can be seen that there is only one person who can stand against Victor, Billy Abbott. Abbott Communications under attack. Will Billy recognize and stop the plot? One of the important moves that Victor can make is to attack Abbott Communications, where Billy is in charge. This will be a dangerous ploy, leaving Billy facing a challenge he never imagined. Although Billy is trying to maintain stability in his work and family, he may not realize that he is being lured into a trap. Tricking Billy and putting him in a difficult situation will help Victor regain control of Abbott Communications, as well as possibly disrupt whatever plans Billy is building. However, in the world of Genoa City full of intrigue, Victor's plans are not always easy to achieve. Billy, with his sharp sense of abnormality, can quickly realize that something is not right. With his caution and quick reaction, Billy can smell that something is being hidden, and if he finds out before it is too late, he will have the opportunity to turn the tables. Billy Abbott, the one who fights Victor. If Billy realizes the danger lurking and acts in time, he will not only save Abbott Communications but also regain the initiative in this power struggle. Billy has a sharp mind and strong strategic ability, but is he smart enough to overthrow Victor? Although Billy has failed many times in the past in confrontations with Victor, this time may be different. By discovering Victor's plot, Billy may not only save the company but also put Victor in a more difficult situation than ever. Victor has always been one step ahead in power games, but Billy Abbott will not be an easy pawn to manipulate. Billy's quick recognition and response to Victor's plan could completely change the course of this power struggle. If Billy can turn the tables and defeat Victor, he will regain the control he lost, and at the same time assert his power on the path to retaking Chancellor Industries. The final showdown, Billy or Victor, who will win? The battle between Billy Abbott and Victor Newman promises to continue to be intense in the upcoming episodes. Victor's every move is carefully calculated, and every scheme is hidden under the guise of attractive offers. However, Billy Abbott is not an easy man to fool, and if he realizes the danger in time, he will not hesitate to turn the tables and defeat Victor. Will Billy be able to defeat Victor and win back the Chancellor? Or will he once again fall into the trap that Victor has cleverly set for him? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure, the battle between them will never be easy, and every step can change the fate of the characters on The Young and the Restless. Billy Abbott under pressure. Victor Newman and Aristotle Dumas' power race in the scheming world of The Young and the Restless. Few can compare to Victor Newman when it comes to plotting elaborate schemes and seizing power. Over the years, the confrontation between Victor and Billy Abbott has brought viewers countless dramatic episodes. From losing Chancellor Industries to plotting to manipulate family relationships, Billy has always faced great challenges from this powerful man. And this time, as the power game continues to change, Billy will not only have to face Victor but also Aristotle Dumas, a character who is equally dangerous and mysterious. Victor Newman, a master of conspiracy and calculation. Victor, with his intelligence and foresight, has always been at the forefront of manipulating events in the corporate world. For Victor, nothing is accidental. Everything is carefully calculated, and every relationship can become a tool for him to achieve his ultimate goal. The deep hatred between Victor and Billy stems from Billy regaining control of Chancellor Industries, which Victor cannot accept. This hatred continues to arise when Billy, with increasing confidence, continues to seek to seize Victor's assets. Throughout this struggle, Victor does not only have simple schemes. He does not even hesitate to use the people around him to carry out his complex plans. Michael Baldwin, Victor's right-hand man, is the one who always helps Victor in secret strategies. Michael not only provides information but also directly participates in the implementation of the grand schemes that Victor creates. This time, with Billy as the target, Victor is preparing a dangerous trap that can put Billy in a more difficult situation than ever. Billy Abbott, facing the biggest threat. Billy, with all his determination and efforts to recapture the Chancellor, is on the right track. However, throughout this journey, he could not have foreseen that he would become a pawn in a power game between Victor and Aristotle Dumas. Aristotle, a man full of mystery and complicated relationships with the Newman family, has become Billy's important partner in the plan to recapture the Chancellor. Cooperating with Aristotle may be Billy's last chance to regain what he has lost. But, as everyone knows, no one can easily change positions in the power struggle when hidden forces like Victor are watching every move. For Billy, the partnership with Aristotle is not a simple move. Aristotle is an important part of Billy's strategy, so if anything happens to scare Aristotle or make him retreat, Billy's plan will be seriously threatened. Victor sets a trap. Will Billy be fooled? Victor, with his ability to read people's psychology, may have realized Billy's weakness. It is possible that Billy will accidentally reveal part of his strategy, or say something he shouldn't say to Victor, causing his plan to be exposed. This is the trap that Victor has prepared, a trap that is not only aimed at Billy but also at Aristotle. If Aristotle feels threatened, he may back out, which will create a huge hole in Billy's plan. By the time Billy begins to notice that something is wrong, it may be too late for him to react in time. Victor's plan will not only make things difficult for Billy, but it may also cause his entire partnership with Aristotle to collapse. And if that happens, Billy will face a complete crisis, not only financially but also in terms of personal reputation. Aristotle Dumas, a big threat to Billy. Aristotle Dumas is not an easy character to manipulate. He has extensive connections and strong connections in the business world. Dealing with Aristotle requires Billy to not only be smart but also know how to maintain patience while protecting this relationship. However, with Victor's presence in the fight, Aristotle may feel threatened and scared, leading to him backing out of the plan that Billy has worked so hard to build. With Aristotle being a key part of Billy's strategy to retake the Chancellor, losing his support could put Billy in a more difficult position. Billy could be caught in the middle of a rivalry between two major powers, and this could put him in a situation from which he will have no easy way out. Although Billy has predicted the potential dangers in this power play, facing ugly tragedies and Victor's plots will make things more complicated and unpredictable. The end of the power struggle, Billy or Victor, who will win? Billy Abbott, despite his intelligence and strength, will face unprecedented challenges in this power game. Victor Newman, with his deep plot and clever strategy, is gradually taking control of the game. Will Billy realize the danger before it's too late? Will he be able to turn things around and protect his partnership with Aristotle, or will he fall into the trap that Victor has set? The power struggle between Billy and Victor will certainly continue to be tense and not easy. A victory for Billy will not only help him regain the Chancellor but also assert his power against one of the strongest men in Genoa City. However, a defeat may not only lose the company but also deal a heavy blow to Billy's reputation and future. This game is not over yet, and every next move can change the game.